Let me give you some examples here. So in English, we have subject, verb, object. Whenever they make sentences. So it would be the structure will be like this in English. But in Myanmar, it would be different. We have a different one like subject, object, and verb. We have the structure like that. Example, we have here subject, and this is a verb and object. So in English, they have subject, verb, object. But in Burmese, we have subject. I'm going to write something here. So in English, they have subject, and they have verb here. And after that, they have object. Subject is something that does or causes the action. Object is something that receives the action. But in here, in Burmese, in our language, we have subject and we have object. And after that, we have verb. It's like that. And the second example is also the same. The first one is I eat rice, and we say nga tamin sare in our language. But in English, another example, the same order here, we have subject plus verb plus object. It's like this. And in Burmese, we have subject, object plus verb. She reads a book. That is the difference in the sentence structure between Burmese and English. The second one is also the same. Here we have they go to school. School is a place. It's also an object because it receives the action. They go to school. But in English, in Burmese, we would say subject, tudo, jang, twale. We can also say tudo, jang, go, twale, or jang, to, twale. We have different structures in between Burmese and English. The last example here is we play football. Football is an object. Play is an action verb, is a verb. We is the subject. We play football. But in Burmese, we say this is a subject. Ngado bolong gazale. Bolong is an object. So the structure is subject, object, verb in Burmese. This one will be easy to follow. Let's go to another slide. In grammar, think about it, it's a little different. I mean, in our language, we don't usually focus on the past tense and changing the verb. But in English, they do. They change the verbs when they talk about the past. It's not the same as the present verb any longer. But in our language, we usually use the same verb. For that reason, our Burmese speakers they are a little confused when they need to talk about the past. They use the same verb because in our language we don't need to change the verb when we talk about the past. I'm going to give you some examples. Okay, so here English uses verb forms, but in our language we focus on not the verb form mainly. We usually use time words, but in English verb forms. So they have different kinds of verbs in English. When they want to say something about the present, they use one form of verb. When they want to talk about the past, they use another form of verbs. Let me give you an example. One example here. Example: she eats rice. Or we can say this is talking about the present, or something that is true all the time. Generally speaking, it's true. It's about the present. And the second example here, she ate rice. It's talking about the past. It's talking about the past, or we can also say it's talking about the past action. Something already happened. What do? They change the verb. So here they change the verb Here ate, and here we have eats. Eats and ate. In English, they change the verb. Now let's look at Burmese language. In our language, generally speaking, or normally, we don't change the verb, but we use the past time expression. If I speak a little fast or faster, please remind me, okay? I will slow it down. Let's go to the next slide. Here we go. So this is talking about the present or the thing that a person normally does in Burmese in our language. Here we have the same thing. I'm gonna draw a box here. So we have the same form of like verb here. We don't need to change it, even when we are talking about the past in our language. It's the same. We don't change the verb. What do we put? We put a time expression here. When we wanna talk about the past, we don't actually change the verb in our language. So as a Burmese speaker, we need to we need to be careful to change the verb when we use English or when we speak English, because in English they do change the verb, but in Burmese we don't change the verb. We usually put the time expression referring to the back. That's one difference. So one tip, I'm going to write something. We need to be careful about changing verbs in English. Okay. Example, if I want to talk about the past, I need to use the past verbs in English, because we Burmese speakers don't usually change the verbs when we talk about the past. So this is something we need to be careful about. Let's move on to the next slide. So I talked about two differences. The first one is sentence structures. The second one is grammar differences, especially about the tense. They have three tenses: present, past, and future. In English, what do they change? They change the verb forms, or they use verb forms. But in our language, we usually use time words.